Well, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta talk about it, and while you're at it, make sure you hide your puppers, man, because we got these UFO bastards out there, these alien bozos, even got the military looking baffled out here. Yeah, man, these clips are gonna be really baffling, fellas. We're gonna get into it. Of course, that was a picture, but we also got these videos that we're gonna take a look at. We got conspiracies, we got UFO stuff, we got paranormal stuff, and we got more and more conspiracies that we're gonna be taking a look at, something that you guys love seeing, especially at night, right? So like the video if you like it, subscribe if you're brand new. Shout out to these people for recording these videos. Shout out to you, and shout out to Barry Step as well. Roll it.
By all means, do it. But if you want to look at a world where you will have a strategic advantage in the future, you have to see it for what it is. When I look at the future of the United States, it's important to understand two things. First, I'm looking at the future of the United States through the lens of a 43-year-old business owner and father of an 11-year-old and a 6-year-old.
And this is a CIA spy. I'm leaving America. It's over. I remember he done a podcast. It was a huge podcast.
I have 2 children that aren't even of teenage years yet. And their young professional life won't really start until they're 19 to 21 years old. It's my responsibility now to think of the environment they will have when they are 20 years old. They can't make that decision for themselves. So when I think about the United States 9 years from now, 10 years from now, do I think the United States will be the best place for my 20-year-old son and my 16-year-old daughter to find opportunity? I'm not so sure that that's the case.
It is getting tougher and tougher, though. Like, we got so many different variables, different factors. The main one, of course, inflation, the financial, the cost of living is rising. I mean, the rents, man, holy crap, bro. Like,
I'm not so sure that the United States of 10 years from now won't be more divided, less powerful, more controlling from a federal government control of citizenship state. I'm not convinced that that's going to be the best foundation for my children to have opportunities, which is why I plan to leave the United States in the next 5 to 7 years, because I want to give them the opportunity to have success. In my estimation, the best opportunity for anybody who has a business, who has wealth, who's growing wealth, or who's growing any kind of business acumen, the best place to grow and succeed in the future is actually less likely to be the United States and more likely to be some other third nation. Until the United States has the time to go through its adolescence. The countries that are on my...
You know what? Like, I was seeing a video, it was going viral on Facebook, right? Guys, it was a country in Africa. I don't know the name because it was not mentioned there. But guess what? There was a guy that bought an entire mansion, I kid you not, for 194,000 US dollars. For 194,000 US dollars. You barely can get anything decent, though. You know what I mean? And he bought an entire mansion. So it makes sense when he says that.
Short list of places to seek opportunity for my children. There are countries in Europe like Portugal or Spain, Italy, Croatia. There are countries in Latin America. We specifically look at Costa Rica. We've looked at Mexico. There are countries that are very wealthy countries like Switzerland or Norway. There are countries all across Africa. These countries are not perfect in and of themselves, but where they are imperfect is different than where we are going in our own imperfection. Because where we are going is...
We got our own battles here. They got their own battles there. Their positives here. Their negatives here. Their positives there. Their negatives there. It's all about... It's about the positives and negatives, right? Like, if you think the positives... If you think you're gonna get more positives there, then go there. If you think you have a lot more positives here, then stay here, right? It's one of those things. It's all about the positives and the negatives, right? You gotta think critically. Gotta think rationally. And yeah,
it's more towards a state of chaos and unpredictability, whereas many of these other third world countries or developing countries have very predictable systems. They may be corrupt, but they're predictably corrupt. There are many countries in the world where $10,000 can get you basically anything you want.
Yeah.
Where here in the United States, 10,000.
So those of you that don't know, I'm Pakistani, right? So I'm from Pakistan. I went to visit my country a couple of months ago, and man, bro, like for 400 US dollars, even less than that, Of course, with 400, 500 US dollars a month, you're gonna live life, luxurious life, okay? But you can get by with even $200 US though. You know, I'm not even making that up, bro. I'm not even making that. Maybe 300, let's just say, a month, because I've done my calculations and all that. If you want to really live luxurious, 400, 500, you go up, and man, you're like a king there, bro. with the inflation, with the currency exchange rates and all that, right? Like, yeah, bro, that's so I experienced what he's talking about.
$1,000 in the bank doesn't even qualify you for a home loan, right? How do you deal with that? How do you assess the impact of that on the future state of the family that you're trying to...
Wow.
Man.
There's so much here I agree with and so much that I disagree with. For one, he named off some countries that are on my list to never set foot in, so certainly don't agree with the places that he's looking into. I absolutely 100% agree that it's your responsibility as a parent to make sure you set your kids up for success, and that a big part of that is making sure that they're in a productive environment that will allow them to succeed easily. That's a big reason why I live in the country and not the city. I want my kids surrounded by nature and to have a sense of community. You don't get that in the city. You get crime and chaos. I guess the one big thing I want to touch on before moving on is that I think that we still live in an amazing country that has the best form of government ever established if we could weed out the corrupt players and follow it the way it was intended. I don't think
there are positives and negatives everywhere, man. Yeah.
Leaving is the answer. I think this country is worth staying and fighting for. Not in the way of war, but fighting the culture and swinging it back into some sense of sanity.
Yeah, gotta take responsibility, man. Fight for the country instead of leaving it. Fight for the country. Man tricks self-checkout machines into giving him cash. Aw, man.
In Georgia, accused of using a hack that he saw on social media to steal from self-checkout machines.
Police say that the man tricked the machines into giving him extra cash. Fox's Doug Evans has the details.
Here's Walmart surveillance video of the suspect Noonan police are trying to identify. Investigators say he and others apparently learned a trick on social media that has cost Walmart stores nationwide millions of dollars before it got fixed, and it is fixed. But Noonan police say this guy got away with thousands of dollars from Walmart stores in Noonan, Peachtree City, and Fayetteville.
And there's a vulnerability with the point-of-sale machines that he was able to exploit and get basically double his money. He would do a transaction that was canceled about halfway through, and by the end of it, the point-of-sale machine would give him double his money back, and he would leave.
Posted information how to trick the Walmart checkout machines into giving cash back on certain types of purchases. Police say in South Metro Atlanta, this guy apparently was not the only one observed doing it.
He's driving a white BMW. We suspect it's a 7 Series. It's got a temp tag on it, like a standard Georgia temp tag, but it's almost like it's in a sheet protector where there's a film over it that we can't read it.
And that was Fox's Doug Evans reporting.
Yeah, she looks so much like... she gave me a vibe that she wishes that she was him getting all that money before the patch, because now I'm assuming like they patched it, so guys, tough love, man. Like, I don't think you guys are gonna be able to glitch that way though, so. And also, stealing is bad, so.
I just thought this was hilarious.
Yeah.
When this dude ends up in court, he needs to say as a defense that he was just trying to get paid for all the work he's put in checking himself out at Walmart self-checkouts over the years. It's not going to work, but it would make him instantly internet famous.
Or just say you were trying to help Walmart into fixing that glitch before they lost millions more. Boom, case closed right there.
Guys, we are so cooked. We are living in Black Mirror.
He was an ally. Creepy AI tool launches this Black Mirror style commercial.
This founder spent $1.8 million on the domain name friends.com. Just the domain name for this product. Please watch this commercial and let me know if you think it's gonna pop off.
Brain?
I'm so out of breath.
Oh, already it is creepy.
Woo! I don't know how to woo very good.
So this is all fake, right? This is AI? Well, at least we're outside.
Alright, let's go.
Well, at least we're outside, it said. Okay.
Let me show you how to game, bro, okay? Oh, come on. Oh, let's go!
Are you serious? Come on, man. I hate this game.
Take notes, baby. Oh, man, you guys suck.
I don't know why, it has that evil kind of vibe. You're getting trashed. It has an evil vibe, kind of, right? Like, I don't know what it is, but probably the background music. This show is completely underrated.
I know, the effects are crazy. It's dank. I could eat one of these every day.
Yeah, kind of soulless.
Sorry, I got you messy.
It's really nice up here. How'd you find this place?
I don't know. I just kind of like to come up here to be by myself. I've never brought anybody else. I mean, besides her.
She goes everywhere with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess I must be doing something right then.
I guess so. We'll see.
Yeah, and this is, you're telling me this was made by AI. Like, these people are not real. Is that true as well, or just that piece of locket kind of thing that she wearing and the guy was wearing? Is that the only thing that's AI called friend, or this entire thing is faked?
Personally, I think this is just sad. If they spent over $1 million on just a domain name, then they clearly have some serious cash to throw around. That means they probably have some major investors sinking a ton of money into this project, and they wouldn't do that without doing a ton of research first. So that tells me they've likely done their homework and discovered that there's actually a market for this thing. We have really fallen as a species when it's this hard to get out there and make actual friends. But before we move on, did it?
Yeah, it feels like that. It feels like that piece of locket was the only AI thing, right? Yeah, it is. It is completely effed, man. It is completely effed, bro. Like, I was with my friend, we were discussing this, right? And during the conversation, he would hop on Facebook and start doing this on Facebook, because there's like a dating app kind of thing on Facebook as well, right? So yeah, because in real life it's getting hard. It's getting hard. So he was doing that, and he was telling me all about it, and I was telling him, bro, like, you're not gonna find somebody loyal that way. He says he knows, but he's not looking for like a long term. It's all for play. It's all for fun, right? So yeah, that's it's true. So that's where we're going, man.
Anyone else notice that thing was bullying that gamer guy in the ad? That didn't sound like like a text you would get from a friend. Also, yes, I added the ominous music, but if you can find it, go watch the original. It's even worse.
Okay, that saves it then. That saves your
daylight footage of Bohemian Grove.
Daylight footage of Bohemian. Oh crap! Is that the YouTuber that did it? I forgot his name. He does.
Do we dare? Go.
Yeah, what's up with this Bohemian Grove, right? Like owl worshipping, something like that, is what I heard. Some satanic rituals went down here, right? Now it does. No, I don't think they do it now, because they got caught, right? Apparently, if I'm not mistaken, by Alex J. Cannot say his name, man. Cannot say his name on YouTube, especially. Yeah, that owl logo you saw. This is that one, right? This is that place. I still remember the nighttime leak video. Yeah, that's the owl.
Clearly trespassing somewhere you know the owners don't want you, while wearing a bright white shirt, making all the noise you can while crunching on sticks and digging around the place like you were some thief scoping the place out. Then you put your face in the video and posted it online. The internet is ruining people's critical thinking skills.
I was talking about Tyler Oliveira, YouTuber, a very big YouTuber, and he made a video on that too.
That being said, cool video. I'm glad I got to see it. I hope the kid doesn't go to jail.
Okay, so this is one of the craziest videos that I have seen in a long time. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that photo up there is not water. Check it out.
Oh, so this is not water. Holy, what could it be then? I mean, it's smoke, right? But the smoke is looking like fire. Or I should say smoke is looking like water kind of moving.
Now, I am not a scientist, and I don't know anything about what gases are heavier than air or which ones are lighter, but this looks like a river that's on fire of some sort of gas, at least if I had to guess.
That looked like some kind of lake of fire. I don't know what that was. I can't imagine the immense heat that must have been hitting that camera guy. Does anyone know anything about this? I want to see if I can find more footage and maybe some different angles.
Yeah, any scientists watching this video, man,
Let
us know.
Explanation of what's going on here.
I'm not like a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, okay? I do read the Bible, which is not like a...
She's a conspiracy theorist.
Conspiracy theorist. Let me show you the sun. It doesn't look like the sun. I'm like freaking out. Hold on. Okay, we had to move because there's so many trees. I live in Ulaga, Oklahoma. Okay? Let me just... It looks like a Minecraft sun. It looks like a digitized sun. Does anyone else... Does the sun look like this to anyone else? Hold on.
Minecraft sun. Oh, it does. It does.
Am I crazy? That is not a sun. Look at it. I can't zoom anymore. But look at this. This is not the sun. I am 41 years old. I have never seen the sun look like this.
Yeah.
Am I crazy? Do you...
Okay, nah, she's not crazy though, but this looks... I feel like that... Okay, once she zoomed out, I saw the clouds and a little bit of the sun above. So I'm assuming the sun was on the other side. This is something else to me. Or maybe this is the sun that is apparently looking like this. Maybe there's like a whole lot of clouds, fog. That's why it's making it look like that. But I've never seen it look like that. I've seen it look like this a little bit in movies, but that is with special effects and recorded at a specific angle at the specific time to make it look like that. But even then, it wouldn't look like this exactly.
Do you not see the little... Like... Am I crazy?
Sun simulator, perhaps? I don't know. I have seen the sun look somewhat similar to that in the past, but I remember the sky looking pretty crazy in general when I saw it. I don't know what's causing that, but I'm sure it's some kind of effect from the atmosphere or pollution or...
I saw in the movies, right? Yeah, like maybe thick layer of fog, pollution, clouds, all of that, right?
Something.
There's no ancient civilizations. Let me tell you why there's no proof with science. So whether you're a hater, potato, or a truth navigator, stick around with an open mind because some things will start to make sense. Atlantis, Mu, Lemuria, Dwarka, all these places once upon a time supposedly have existed in ancient texts. Well, if they're real, where are they now? You may have your own theory as to why ancient civilizations were lost. Put a comment and we can explore them. But it's quite common knowledge now that around 12,000 BC, something happened to the world and it knocked out most of civilization. And this is quite evident in Göbekli Tepe. Archaeologists have uncovered Göbekli Tepe in the last decade, and it was dug out of the ground in Turkey. What's fascinating is that there have been approximately 60 other places that have been found similar to Göbekli Tepe dating back to this 12,000 year period. And this has upset mainstream archaeology, because the civilization story started in Sumeria 6,000 years ago. That's not true anymore. So around 12,000 years ago, we've now discovered a civilization that lived underground that could lift 10-ton granite rocks and carve new details of the cosmos. What's that got to do with lost civilizations? This is where it's fascinating. The site of Göbekli Tepe has a bunch of pillars, and on that it tells you how the planet was destroyed and how they had to go underground to survive. It tells the story of the fall of civilization and extreme destruction on Earth. Scientists, archaeologists, and geologists are now dating that period back 12,600 years to an incident that happened on Earth known as the Younger Dryas event. The Younger Dryas was a cataclysmic event that occurred on Earth that displaced a lot of water in a very quick succession on our planet, as well as earthquakes, extreme winds, tsunamis, and volcanoes, and all sorts of catastrophic stuff that happened on the planet. Now, you might be curious about how this happened, and there are many theories, including extreme global warming, solar flares, meteorites, but I'm going to tell you what I think is correct. Or should I say most probable? Once upon a time in space, there was a comet known as Enki, and this comet was miles wide in diameter. If this comet were to ever crash into Earth, the Earth would be gone. But lucky for us, this comet broke into pieces. What is it? Now, the comet Enki is still quite big, and it still exists in space, but when it broke into pieces, it created an asteroid belt that orbits the Sun. Every year through October and November, we pass through the asteroid belt. Everybody knows that it's something cute called the torrid meteor shower. It could destroy the planet. Since 2013, this many asteroids have hit the Earth. And to put it into perspective, if one of these was big...
And these are like the reported ones, right? Like, so, yeah, there probably were more than that.
Enough and hit Earth, either in the sea or on land, it would either create tsunamis or insane earthquakes. earthquakes. It would create earthquakes that would disrupt the tectonic activity on the entire planet, causing earthquakes and volcanoes to erupt everywhere, as well as the tsunamis destroying everything moving at around 1,000 miles an hour. Not to mention the winds that would be caused from the extreme displacement of everything on the planet. Everything would be leveled, buildings, stadiums, cars, everything gone. It'd just be covered.
Yeah, basically like the 2012 movie, right? Like those of you, I'm picturing that in my mind right now. The 2012 movie honestly was actually good. Was really good. It's a very good movie. And it was based off of the prediction. I'm not sure where did the 2012 prediction came from. I remember like I was in high school, like around 2011, early 2012, somewhere around that time, give or take, right? Like there were rumors that the end of the world is gonna be happening in 2012. Hide your kids, hide. I mean, not right there. Repent now, lock yourselves in the basement. The Martians are here. The end of the world is. The end is nigh. The end is nigh. I remember like a Mayans calendar, something like that. My bad if I'm butchering it, but something along the lines of that is what I heard, right? Could be wrong, but something started it all, and a lot of people were very convinced. It's one of those things, man, you can never predict the end of the world, bro. Yeah, like, you can say, like, we're living in the end times, but, like, when is gonna be the last day? Yeah, nobody can predict that.
In, like, landslides.
If somebody says that they can predict it, bullshit, man.
Of mud. This is where all the mud floods come from. Masses of displacement from Earth because of extreme impact. And as a result of this, a lot of civilization has perished and it's lost underground. You can't even find it. Because the level of catastrophic destruction on Earth, it wouldn't even make rubble. It'd literally just turn everything into dust and mud, and all the metal would just be shredded to pieces through earthquakes and molten and water. Like the Earth going into Avatar mode and just destroying everything. And this could happen at any time because we pass through this torrid meteor shower every year. To look up in the sky and you saw a shooting star. It could be possible that it could hit you and just wipe out the entire civilization in the blink of an eye, and no one would even know it happened.
I mean, in a way, he's not wrong, though. Like, you never know when it's gonna end, right? I also want to show you guys this. Check this one out. So, apparently, we have this video. Let me start from here.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is Sky. Now, the debunkers all around the world in 2004 saw this UFO on CNN and other news sites, and they said it's a bird. Everyone said it's a bird. And yet, I'm going to show you what this object really is. Now, it was all over the news, okay? The CNN site is no longer up. However, this is Deseret News. Came out in May 22nd, 2004. Okay. However, the sighting is from May 18th, 2004, Provo Canyon, Utah, just about 3 miles away from me. Now, look at this. This was seen by a librarian, okay? A librarian saw this object in the trees. This photo here is kind of bad, so we don't really see much in this photo here. However, the one I have is directly from the archives. So look at this. Okay, this is Deseret News. Let's look at this. This is AI on this side and no AI. And don't look up here at the screenshot. The screenshot's too close, so AI won't correct that one. However, it'll correct the natural picture itself. Now look at this. Look at this object. This is obviously corrected by AI and obviously not a purple bird. What the hell is that? We're debunking the debunkers. Everyone around the world was saying, it's a bird, it's a bird. Just want to slap them in the face and say, wake up, it's not a bird. Everyone, come on. Look at this. Now, what we're looking at is AI corrected by AI. AI on the left and AI2 on the right. Let's see what AI corrects.
Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. If you guys are new, welcome on in. Definitely subscribe. Hit the bell. We upload mostly every single day.
This as. Does that look like a purple bird to you? Now, this person saw a purple object up in the sky around the mountaintop. They took a picture and then they left. That looks like a triangular TR3B kind of shaped UFO. It doesn't look like a disc. It looks like a triangle shaped UFO over these Provo.
To me, it does not look like a triangle shape, but I understand why you're saying that. It could be though, like for example, like this straight line, and then because this one is curvy a little bit, that's why I don't want to say triangle shape. But I can see your point.
Mountains. Now understand, this is very close to Skinwalker Ranch, about a half hour away. This is Provo Canyon, okay? I've been there just a few weeks ago. It is an awesome area, very secluded government land area where you cannot build on it. It's mostly for park and recreation. This is a very isolated place. So what is this seen on May 18th, 2004 in Provo Canyon?
Definitely John Cena, man. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys. Check out this video on the screen. This was the last episode that we've done. If you enjoyed this, you're gonna love this one. We had a ton of conspiracies, UFO stuff, conspiracies, like I said, more and more conspiracies. Check out this video on the screen, and I will see you right there. If you've already seen it, then check out the video on the left, and I'll see you right there.